Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new series here on the channel. Uh, Attempting something a little bit different, a little bit out of the ordinary for me. We are attempting Ark, so I'm not doing this alone. I will be doing this with my best friend. We've had Ark for a while now, but we've never actually beaten it. We've logged on, messed around a little bit, tamed up armies of dinosaurs, and then moved on. But we've never actually done the bosses. We've never done the arcs or anything. So we are attempting to do Ark for the first time. And yeah, this is gonna be good. Neither one of us has played it in a while, and we're not 100% sure on how to do a lot of this end game stuff. So, hope you guys enjoy, and let's get into it. We start our Ark journey off waking up on a beach, no idea where each other is, and scratching our arm. No idea what we're doing, and not even 5 minutes in, this happens. Alright.
Oh god, I'm already being attacked.
What are you being attacked by?
A compy, 2, 3, 4 compies.
Well, it was nice knowing you. Rip Austin. So anyways, sounds like Austin's in some trouble there. I have no idea where he is. I don't have any tools to help out or anything like that, so I decide to start grabbing as many materials as I can, preparing some weapons, some of your basic tools and everything like that. But I'm quickly starting to realize that there is no fiber on this little section of island that I seem to have spawned on, and no trace of Austin either. Lucky for us, Austin is a absolute beast, and he managed to run away and avoid the compies. So, while perusing the island and grabbing resources for our future base and future endeavors that we have in mind, I am walking along and I come across this.
Location.
Oh, that's a Sarco. That's a Sarco. We're going this way. We're going this way.
It sounds like your area might actually be worse than mine. Go figure.
Yeah, that's a Sarco. I ran for my life, so Austin's compies aren't sounding so bad anymore. Quickly deciding that I really need to get off this island, but before I do that, I really need some food. So I hunt down this little guy. I chop him up, I take his meat, I light a campfire, and I start cooking. While I'm sitting on the beach, cooking my meat, waiting for it to cook anyways, I gaze across the river and hey, it's Austin. We finally found each other. Things are looking great. The problem, these rivers are possibly piranha infested, and I'm not too sure how to get across, and the Sarco is kind of guarding the other way across. I opt to sit and cook my meat for a little while longer, and after what feels like an eternity, I finally decide, oh, that's enough meat. So I take my meat, I pack up my campfire, and I decide to do the only logical thing that you can possibly do in Ark. Swim across and hope that you can outswim piranhas, or hope that they're just not there. I make it across unscathed. So once on the other side, it's time to just get to work. We have to harvest a lot of resources. We got to get a lot of things ready. We got to get a base going because we need shelter from the elements. We need shelter from other dinosaurs, and we have to start getting ourselves some tames. While gathering resources, I notice we've got a friendly little trike wandering around in our area. Not too bad, but he could make for a possible decent tame once we actually acquire the tools to tame him. Kind of hard to take down a trike with, well, fists at this point, but even clubs and a slingshot. I mean, with two of us, it might be doable, but we opt to just keep harvesting and moseying around. while I'm out harvesting resources and stuff, Austin takes it upon himself to gather our first tame. Austin has tamed us some Moschops. I've never actually tamed one of these myself, so it's actually kind of cool to actually see one tamed. And I didn't realize they harvest fibers, so we think this could be a good, decent kind of early tame, but we definitely have our eyes set on some other things. Austin has seen a couple parasaurs that he has his eye on, and obviously pterodons are pretty high on that list as well. I finally craft myself a spear. I'm feeling pretty good, and I'm ready to go hunt down some tames. Enjoying the night air, and then we kinda have an uninvited guest. I then proceed to waste not one, but 2 spears trying to hit this stupid item-stealing bird. Dinosaurs are going crazy on the beach. Me and Austin are yelling at it, and I have a moment of panic when this trike kind of is in a frantic, and he looks like he's in the process of attacking me, but he wasn't. He was just frantically running around. Eventually, Austin nails the bird with a bola while I'm kind of off in La La Land, and he gets the kill, because Austin's awesome. Stupid bird. After this debacle with this flying nemesis that steals your things and does slight damage, I really want a bow, so we go back to focusing on harvesting and trying to gain some levels. We are lacking an important resource, and that happens to be hide. So I take off to go do some hunting. Hey look, I find myself a little Dilo here. This should be an easy takedown. Ah, hit me with his spit. Okay, things are going okay. Oh wait, there's a second one. I have a kind of moment of panic, and I get 3 spears into its head, but this little Dilo appears to be kind of tough. I then run away screaming for help because I'm just about dead to a Dilo. This is not going very well for me right off the bat. Lucky for me, I still have Austin, and he comes to my rescue, and we manage to take it down, kind of together. I do swing my axe in there, so I would like to think that I helped. But crisis averted. While I'm off gathering some resources to build myself a slingshot so I can help Austin do some taming, because we decided to tackle taming a parasaur together, Austin just kind of goes ahead and he starts taming it on his own anyways. He also manages to start taming a pterodon. So I'm feeling a little bit useless. But anyways, he finds a much higher level, or a decently high level parasaur that he now needs help for. I decide, awesome, sounds good, let's go help him out. I run across and realize I have to cross this river again without thinking twice because I made it the first time. I jumped into the waters hoping there were no piranhas, and I was wrong. My first death. Death to a piranha. I respawn back in, and I jump back into the water and come back to the shore to try and lure this piranha back to shore to possibly kill it with my fist, but this guy's kind of tough, and he just ends up running away. I chase after him into the water, and he goes pretty far away, so I think, oh, let's grab my stuff. Well, I was wrong. Got attacked by a few more piranhas. Austin came to my rescue, but he was too late, and I died again. He retreats out of the water, and he's on the edge. Austin then distracts the piranhas long enough for me to eventually attempt swimming across, grab my stuff, and hopefully we make it out. Austin's distraction worked, and I'm on the other side. Now there's just the problem on getting back over to that side so I can help him tame this parasaur. I go to a bit of a shallower end, and it looks like this works out just fine. I now have to go and find Austin and help him tame this parasaur. I find him killing another compy over here. Yeah, he's just beating it up. Here we are. This is a decently leveled parasaur, and we take a little bit of time to prep, but once we're ready to take this thing down. Austin's gonna bola it, because he's the only one with bolas, and then we're gonna slingshot it until it goes unconscious. He goes unconscious, I throw in some berries, let it start taming, and when looking at it I realize it was at 12 health. We just about killed this guy. Oh my goodness, that could have been kind of horrible. But after a little bit of a wait, we finally have our high level parasaur. Things are starting to look pretty good. Now we just have to get all our tames, our 2 parasaurs and our pterodon across, plus ourselves, across the water that the piranhas have killed me in. Things go pretty well. There's a piranha close to the shore here. I jump off the parasaur and I attempt to kind of try and kill it, but the piranha kind of runs away, so things worked out pretty good. The pterodon might have been a big help anyways, because it's a flyer and the piranhas can't really hit it, but things go well for us on this end. I finally get my bow crafted and I wander into the water trying to get some piranhas back because I want my revenge, and then I realize you can't shoot your bow and arrow underwater. I try with my spear a little bit and the piranha almost kills me again. Piranhas 2, me, nothing. These piranhas are kicking my butt. Where Austin wants to get Crystal, and he's not wrong. Crystal's kind of important. It would be nice to get a spyglass to see higher tameable dinosaurs from a distance without, you know, risking our lives and stuff like that. So we kind of spend our time gearing up, getting ready to take our parasaur, 1 person on foot, 1 person on the parasaur, up the mountain here. We've played a little bit before and know that there is Crystal kind of up this mountain a ways, so we gear up with some bolas, a bow and arrow, and we grab our parasaur and we get ready to embark into the jungle. Takes us a little while to decide on which way we kind of want to try going up this mountain, but we eventually decide on this path here, and we travel deep into the jungle. Our parasaur picks up enemies with its like sonar, and it turns out to be a pack of raptors. Thank goodness for bolas. We managed to subdue all the raptors, and then in a little bit of a panic, kind of end up killing them instead of attempting to tame them, and then a little Dilo comes, and we kill that too. But it's unfortunate. We would like to tame up some raptors at this point, but our lives are a little more important than the raptor. Plus, they probably would have killed our parasite. We travel further along this path, and then I notice off to the left there is a cave. I decide that it's a great idea to check this out. And when I get in there, we find Crystal. Super exciting. We don't have to traverse up the mountain anymore. It's just Crystal here in the cave. The problem that we quickly realize is that you can't really harvest Crystal with a stone pickaxe. You can, but like you don't get very much. So we now have to shift gears and go get the forge and the smithy so we can get ourselves some iron tools. And on our way back, our Parasaur picks up another enemy. It's kind of hidden in behind the rocks, this rock and tree. And Austin thinks it's something small, and it turns out to be a raptor. It's stuck in between the tree and the rock. It must have been part of the raptor group that had attacked us already, but he tried to circle around us and be super intelligent, but he got stuck, so he's a stupid lizard. Now, without us being super panicked, I bola it and we beat it in the head with our clubs until it goes unconscious, and we feed it some meat. Awesome, we have a raptor on the way. We're also starving. We need to get out of here. We take off down the path, what we assume is the way we came in, and we find ourselves on the beach. We drink up some water and eat some food and realize kind of quickly, where are we? We don't really recognize where we are. We opt to going left, we go left, and we run into yet another raptor pack. This time, a little bit more off guard, and it is a little bit troublesome. We kill most of them, but we do manage to bola one and start taming it. We realize we went the wrong way along the beach, so we just turn around and go the other way. On our way back, I kill myself a Dilo, and then all of a sudden get blinded. Turns out there's a Dilo behind me that blinded me, and then him attacking me and everything ends up anchoring this Brontosaurus, and this Brontosaurus kills me. I now have how many deaths under my belt? Like 3 or something like that? I unfortunately spawn on this stupid island again, meaning that I have to try and get across the river once again with all of these piranhas. I managed to get back pretty successfully, didn't run into any issues. However, I'm not the one who ran into issues this time. This time it was Austin.
Oh, I'm being attacked by a Carno.
Are you serious?
I need immediate help.
Yeah, he ran into a Carnotaurus. Turns out there was a Carnotaurus just down the way. Not a great idea for our base. I'm feeling pretty panicked. I have no resources. I have nothing to fight this Carnotaurus with. Austin needs help and I can't help him. I gather up our dinosaurs. I whistle for them to attack. And we all kind of start fighting this Carnotaurus. Punching it a few times, but eventually our base location is feeling pretty unsafe at this point, but we also have kind of a lot of work into it, so we're not quite ready to give up the hunt yet. We both end up spawning on the island again, and we try to go across the river, and of course I die to another piranha. Austin, however, makes it by. to respawn again, and this time it's a close call, but I managed to make it across. Our Pterosaur, or our Pterodon and our other Parasaur eventually fall to the Carnotaurus. And then I fall to the Carnotaurus once again. The Carnotaurus has claimed our base as his own, and he is guarding it. We are in some trouble. Austin dies again, and now we're back on the island, debating what to do. We kind of stand and we overlook the area and realize that the Carnotaurus is actually slowly making its way away from our base. So we decide to take this as a sign from the Ark gods that, hey, you can come back to your area. So we make it across, we look for our loot, we manage to get everything, and then while we're regathering resources and stuff, I quickly run over and I grab a raptor tame that we had gotten when we went to the Crystal Cave. I bring him back, we get a raptor saddle put on him, and now I'm ready to go adventuring with my new little buddy. I decided to take him over to the other raptor that we had tamed and bring them both back, maybe possibly get a little bit of meat and hide on the way, maybe some levels if we're lucky, and hopefully we don't run into that Carnotaurus, because it happened to be moving in this direction. And just like that, now we have 2 tamed raptors in our base for some possible protection. Don't know how much this is going to be. These raptors are pretty low level. We do happen to have 1 male and 1 female, actually, which is kind of awesome. But as far as breeding goes, with them, 1 especially being such a low level, don't really know if it's worth it. So these guys might just be good for running around on for now. We get ourselves a forge so we can start getting some metal, because we really need those metal weapons. We need our crossbow, we need pickaxes, we need axes, and we want to start getting into the better stuff. Another Pterodon lands in our area. Austin manages to bullet it, and then we proceed to beat it in the head with clubs until it passed out. We need another Pterodon. We can't really craft a saddle yet, but it could be really useful. We're noticing that our base is getting a little bit small, so I kind of quickly get to work and start trying to make it a little bit bigger. We get attacked by one of these itchy bird things again, but this time we actually make quick work of it with our bears, and then the raptor comes and eats its corpse. I carry on gathering the resources I need to upgrade our base and make it a little bit safer for us and a little bit larger. We finally get enough metal to build our smithy, and now we finally have some metal pickaxes so we can harvest metal a little bit easier. We end up getting attacked by another itchy bird, and this thing seems to be god tier. It will not go down. You can see it's got arrows and arrows and arrows stuffed into it, but it is not going down. We can see blood when we're hitting it, but we're not actually seeing hit markers. We do see them once in a while, but this thing doesn't want to go down. My bow eventually breaks, and this thing just is not going down. Running low on arrows, and when all seems lost, our Pterodon ends up taming out and then goes and attacks it and kills it, while I'm kind of off trying to repair my gear. I quickly get back to work, gathering resources to make our base better. Once again, I start by actually building some larger storage stations now, because these little boxes aren't really doing the trick anymore. And then I'll proceed to add some walls and some doors. But I don't get around to actually putting a roof on this, so it's not exactly protecting us from those flying dinosaurs or the weather. Not yet, anyways. I decide before we call this kind of end of the episode that I decide that we need to have like a real win finally. So all that hard work to try and go get Crystal, or all the hard work that we had to do to go and get Crystal, we have all the things we need now. So I decide to take our raptor buddy here, and I decide to take him to the crystal cave and mine some crystals so we can finally get ourselves some spyglasses and some water jugs instead of these water sacks, which tend to leak. We get a whole lot of iron weapons going. We've got axes, we've got pickaxes, we've got pikes, and we even have the crossbows. I decided to venture into the water one kind of last time, trying to pick a fight with these piranhas, which has been giving me a headache since day one. But ironically, they all seem incredibly elusive and don't want to deal with me, it seems. And just like that, that finishes up our first episode of Ark. Turned out to be pretty chaotic and a whole lot of craziness, but we managed to do it. We successfully built a makeshift kind of shelter. We've got some tools going on, and even though the Carnotaurus came and completely ransacked us and we kind of thought all hope was lost, we ended up coming out triumphant, and we are even better off than we were before. So that'll be it for this episode, you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed. Look forward to actually beating Ark for the first time. Things are off to a crazy start. We don't even have proper tame dinos yet, but at least we've got some. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching once again, and peace out.